Okay, Assalamu alaikum, guys. Welcome. Thanks for joining. How you all doing? Yusuf.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Ooh, that's Rashida. Nice to see you. MashaAllah. Someone just joined Yusuf. Assalamu alaikum, Yusuf. Art Leviate room. Okay, that's fancy. Assalamu alaikum, Yusuf.
Walaikum salam.
Yeah, it's good to have everyone. How's everyone doing? You guys are on break, right? Yeah. When are you on break until, Rashida?
One more week?
One more week. Oh, wow. You got plans for the next week?
No.
Just chill, Netflix and chill, maybe? Umar, I know you don't get much of a break, but you do have some things to look forward to, right?
Yeah.
Good. Yusuf, are you on break?
Yeah,
MashaAllah. When do you go back to school?
I think like January 3rd or 4th.
Ooh, any big plans for next week?
No,
What do you guys do when you have no schoolwork, nothing to do? How about you, Abdul Salam? What are you planning to do?
Nothing.
Okay, hope you guys catch up on some sleep and get out there and get some fresh air. At least the weather's been quite nice, so should be nice to get out there, stretch your legs a little bit, right? Yeah. All right. Bismillah. So let's go ahead and get started. Share my screen. So I'm here. I need to move this out the way. Hang on, guys. It's always hard to move this out the way. All right. No, I want to take this out. So today's Sunday, December 26th, another session with the senior stars. Just quickly reminding ourselves of our requirements that we all agreed on, came up with together on day one, is to show up on time. Thank you all for showing up. And a special thanks to those who showed up on time. We want to be fully engaged, so come ready to have chats with us, have a chat with us. Be respectful of each other, of course, and complete the lessons and activities. So hopefully you all completed the take-home assignment, right? I don't like calling it take-home assignment, but more like just take-home task, right? The objective for this school year is to help students gain the skills and knowledge that they need in order to seek education and training beyond high school and eventually embark on fulfilling careers, right? So we are going to start today with some reading, how to choose a career. Let's see, I'm going to enlarge this. So can I have, who came on first? Abdul Salam, can you start us off, please?
Okay. Choosing your future career is a daunting prospect, especially when you're still in high school. It may not even really be possible for you to know, for you now to know what career you're best suited for, as your exposure to potential jobs has been so limited. As a child,
I'm
as
sorry.
As a child, the only jobs you are aware of are the jobs of your parents, relatives, and other people you come in contact with often. But you don't have to become a lawyer just because your mom is a lawyer, and you don't have to join the family business just because your dad has a guaranteed position available for you after you graduate. By the time you graduate, the job market may look considerably different than it does now. Some of the hottest job employees are trying to fill right now include search engine marketer, mobile and web developer, web architect, and data engineer, all fields that were uncommon or even unheard of 10 years ago. It's likely that in another 10
Let's
years,
pause there real quick. So definitely key for you all to, and I'm sure with you guys, you guys are aware you don't necessarily have to follow exactly in your parents' footsteps, even though for a lot of parents that makes them super happy. But knowing that, keep in mind that some of the jobs that you all may be doing in the future may not even exist today. So who knows, right? So let's have Omar continue. Start from here.
So how do you plan ahead for jobs that likely do not even exist? One, know what you're good at. It can be pretty clear. It can be pretty clear at an early age what strengths you've been gifted with. Some children love being around people and can make friends. Some children thrive spending time by themselves, working on a project of interest. Are you good at physical challenges, picking up sports and dance moves easily? Are you a deep thinker or a strategist, always planning ahead? Or are you spontaneous and creative, often called the life of the party? These show you hints of your natural strength that will rarely change throughout your life. It's just as important to realize what it is you're not good at. You can spend a lot of time trying to bring your math grade up from a B minus to a B plus, but is it even worth it if you hate every second? Why spend time becoming less worse at something that doesn't even interest you? We won't advocate failing any of the classes, but we do believe your time may be better spent becoming an expert in subjects that you are good at and doing well. To get more insight.
Thank you for that. This is very much key. Why spend time becoming less worse at something that doesn't even interest you? So you definitely want to keep that in mind. So let's have Rashida continue from number 2.
Know what you like. You probably have a good idea of what you like to do and subjects that that interest you. It's easy for you to spend 2 hours a day reading because you're fascinated with science fiction, or perhaps you spent your free time after school designing a video game, playing an instrument, or engaging in political debates online. Maybe you just spend all of your time socializing with friends or playing with your pets. Knowing what you enjoy can give you insight into what careers you may be best suited for.
I'm going to scoot up. Continue.
Continue to focus on subjects and hobbies that interest you, but also make sure you begin to get experiences outside of your homes and school. It's possible you have many other passions out there waiting to be discovered. You can also gain insight into how your interests can translate into real life jobs. For example, if you love decorating and have a natural strength of organization, you can turn that into a career in event planning or interior design. But you may never be aware of the career options available to you until you get outside of your comfort zone and explore.
Thank you so much for that. So let's have Mohammed Bryant continue, please. Number 3. Assalamu alaikum.
Hey, good song. Where do you want to live? How big of a house do you want to have? Do you want to purchase a new car every few years, or are you okay driving a junker? Here's what you have to consider: the income potential of various careers you're interested in, and decide what's most important to you. If you are really passionate about social work, make sure you are aware of the average starting and mid-career salaries for that field. Is that something you can live with? Maybe you're really not sure what you want to do, but you already know you want to live in an expensive area or own a nice house. This means you should start considering careers with high income potential. Some other questions to ask yourself. Where do you want to live? Will you have to move to a particular area it to make it in your chosen career? What do you like to do all day? Is sitting at a desk for hours at a time going to make you miserable? Do you like working with other people, or do you prefer to work on solo projects most of the time? Do you want to have do you want to have a lot of free time to spend with family or on hobbies? Will you be okay with working weekends and holidays? Do you want a job you can leave at the office, or are you okay with taking some work home with you?
Okay.
Don't
Let's
make a
stop there.
decision.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mohammed. Let's stop there. These are key questions to ask yourself. And I think for some adults, they actually don't get to ask themselves these questions until much later in life, when especially when they feel stuck in a particular job. But these are key questions for you all, especially at this young age, to start thinking about and asking yourself like what you envision your life to be. Okay, so let's have Yusuf read from number 4. Don't make a decision right away.
Uh,
Start
it's
there.
possible that through exploring your strengths and interests, a career will present itself right away. Perhaps you do realize you want to become a doctor, a nurse, an engineer, a teacher, a computer developer, a political speechwriter, or an entrepreneur. That's great. You can now go about choosing the education to help you meet your goals. However, it's more likely that you still don't know exactly what to do. Even if you've identified your strengths and areas of interest, it may take you several years to determine exactly what your career should be. That's okay. As we said before, you probably have to go out and explore in order to really find out what you want to do.
All righty, thanks for that. Let me see how much more. All right, we'll go back and circle again. Let's have Abdul Salam start us off with number 5, learn valuable and transferable skills. So let's get started here.
Now that you have some ideas about what you like to do and what you're good at, you can start gaining skills and education that put you in a position to pursue your passions. There are many different places where you can hone your skills. Community colleges are often more job-oriented and practical, as well as being more affordable. If you've decided your ideal career is a dental hygienist, mechanic, or veterinary technician, this could be a good choice for you. You'll receive applicable training in your field and get into the workforce in the shortest amount of time. If you decided you want to spend several years immersed in a subject you're fascinated with, a 4-year research university or liberal arts college is for you. But how do you choose which school when there are so many options? Some schools are hyper-focused on a specific area and don't offer a broad of an education. A good example of this is the business school Bentley, which specializes in business subjects, so they can really be the best in that particular area, but not a good choice if you think you might change majors to a different subject altogether. If you only have a general idea of what you'd like to do as a career, you may decide to attend a liberal arts college. These schools offer a broad education in multiple subjects such as math, science, English, arts, sociology, and history, to name a few. An example of a good liberal arts college is Amherst. Going to a liberal arts college often means you have to complete core requirements in multiple different subjects. You lose the hyperfocus and cutting-edge technology found in some research universities, but you'll gain knowledge and skills in many different subjects and also learn how to write and reason well and to think crucially. These are some of the key skills you need to prepare you for jobs that don't exist yet.
Okay, thanks for that. Let's have Omar continue from here, the importance of internships.
The importance of internships.
When employers,
When employers look to hire new college grads, they often consider internships more valuable than an amazing GPA. Why? Interns demonstrate real-world work experience as well as initiative on the part of the student. Internships can also be an easy way for you to try out different jobs and careers to see if they're a good fit for you. Make sure you include a relevant internship or 2-year college experience to get the most out of your education.
Okay. This is very key. Inshallah, the idea is for, we really, at the Aafiyah Project, we really would work towards working with employees to see if we can get some internships and get you all paired with some sort of internship. This is very key for you to look into. Right now in high school, especially 10th and 11th grade, your grades matter a lot, your extracurricular activity matter a lot. But once you get into college, it's a whole different ballgame if you're getting ready for the workforce. It's really the internship that they're looking at. Continue with this, Umar. What if I still don't know what to do?
What if I still don't know what to do? We don't recommend that students decide on a school or a major or career unless they are reasonable. Sure, it's a good choice for them. Nor should you feel pushed to a certain college and career path because a guidance counselor, parent, best friend, etc. thinks you should. If you really can't make up your mind, it may benefit you to put off your college education for a year. Form some kind of alternative plan, which can involve working up to save money, traveling, volunteering, or some sort of apprenticeship program. During your year off, try taking some classes at a local community college or take advantage of the many free classes available through online places like Coursera, edX, Edme, or Khan Academy. This decision may make your parents nervous, but students who have a plan in place are often quite successful in taking a year off between high school and college. Just make sure you're making the right decision for you.
Thank you all for reading. So I'm sure you all have heard of, students, your peers taking a gap year. That's the year between, once you graduate from from high school, you take a year off before go on to colleges or universities. And it seems like something that's more and more popular now. And during my time, it was very much unheard of. Like, what? You're not going to where? You're not going to college right away. But I think things are changing. People are realizing that 1 year that folks spend just exploring and trying to figure out what they want to do is very much useful. Yusuf and Mohammed, can we have your cameras on, please? So just can you all please share your thoughts about about this article we just read? There were quite a few typos. I was actually quite disappointed, but I found it to be a very useful article nonetheless. What did you get out of this? Unmute, guys, let's go.
There's a lot of different options for like what you could do for like getting for finding the type of career that is best for you. So like the article basically laid out some of those options.
Absolutely. Thanks for that. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about it. I don't think I knew about gap years before.
About what?
About gap years.
Oh, you didn't know about gap years? That's interesting. Yeah. A lot more students are taking the gap year now. So maybe that's something you should look into and just to learn about it. But you want it to be focused though. You don't want it to be just one whole year with you sitting at home. Trust me, you will get bored. You do not want to just stay home and have nothing to do. Typically, students will engage in some kind of internship. A lot of students travel around the world, or backpacking across Europe or Africa, and they tend to find it really helps inform them of what they would like to do or what interests they have and things like that. So you want to make it something purposeful, not just stay home and do nothing. All right. Okay, so here are some of the things that I got from, it was, and this thing always comes on, I don't like this closed caption. Number one, goals. You want to know what, you want to ask yourself, what do I want in terms of a career? You want to consider your future goals and your desired lifestyle. Remember, some of the things they pointed out were, do you want to be in an office setting or do you want to be outside? Do you mind taking work home? Or do you, once, it's 5 p.m. on Friday, that's it for you. You're not doing anything once you get home. You really need to start thinking in terms of those lifestyle type things. So what's your goal? in terms of your career. You want to think about aptitudes. What are your strengths? You don't want to force yourself into a career that doesn't really speak to you. I don't know if you've heard some people say, you know, working, it just feels like, it doesn't feel like I'm working at all because I'm doing what I love. Not everyone gets the luxury of such a lifestyle, but if you can hit that right there, that's the best place you want to be as an adult, where the work that you do feels so fulfilling that you don't mind doing it. You don't even see it as work because you really enjoy it. So as much as possible, you want it to be something that speaks to your strength, so you're not struggling through it, right? So ask yourself what you're good at. You want something that's really cuts along your interest as well. So you might have a strong, you know, math skills, but if you're not interested in it, it might still be hard for you. So you want to try to find that balance. So what do you like? And just as important as it is for you to answer the question of what you like, you also want to think about what do you not like. If you don't like to be in the soil, you may not want to go into agriculture, for example. If you don't like to go on a farm, that might not be the way for you in terms of career aspirations. If you don't like blood, you probably don't want to be a surgeon. I realized that long time, early enough in my college life, that I didn't like blood, the sight of blood. So I was like, I don't think medicine is for me. All right. Other things to consider: personality style. How do you feel? How do you think? And how you behave? So another thing to keep in mind is you don't want to necessarily make a decision right away. And at your age, I think the oldest of you is in 11th grade. It's okay to change your mind. Okay. And that's the whole, that's part of the purpose of you exploring this different career options. You want to look and see, learn about certain fields. Oh, okay. Yeah, this sounds good. May sound good today, but tomorrow you might look at it again and say, I'm not sure if I really want to do that. And that's fine. That's fine. You want to build in that flexibility, something that really goes with your personality. You want to think about the value of the skills that you're learning. So what is the added value for you? Are the skills transferable? We're living a rapidly changing world. Just in my time in college, for example, computer science was a brand new thing. I didn't even understand what it was, but a few of my friends were computer science majors. I had no clue what coding was. For you all, coding is like an everyday thing. Some of you have gone through various camps for coding. Some of you can code, you know, in your sleep. And that's just the nature of the world we live in. Things are changing rapidly. Who knows what tomorrow holds for you all? So with those, how many points? 5 points. You want to be in the sweet spot. It's not going to be perfect all the time, but you want to match as much as possible these 5 different aspects in terms of your career that you decide on in the future. You want it to match your goals, something that works with your aptitudes, your strengths, your interests, your values, and your personality. And it'll leave you right there in this little area we would call the sweet spot. Okay. So who was able to complete the take-home task? Show of hands. Did y'all finish? Did you guys do the take-home task? Yes, okay. I see.
I didn't know we had that.
You didn't know you had take-home task? Okay.
No.
So I will give folks about 5 minutes to get that done. And I actually have some resources. I will put this, is that Suhaila behind you, Mohammed? Assalamu alaikum, lady. All right, so I will put in the resources that you can use to complete that in the chat box. And then for those of you who already completed it, just give it a once over. Just look it over one more time. Click on the links and see if you find anything that could possibly help inform what you're doing. So I've just sent 2 chats. You guys see it? One for middle school and one for high school. So Haley, if you want to give the high school task a try, that's the college exploration one. Go ahead and do that. You guys do have the worksheets, right? You didn't get the worksheets? Oh, Lord. Okay. Hang on, let me find the link for the worksheets. It is on here. Student task. No, you don't have to. Omar is sending me a message. You don't have to redo it. Just look it over. Click on the links that I shared and see if anything interests you. If you might, if you want to tweak it, fine. If you want to leave it the same, fine. But I really strongly encourage you to take a look at those links. Let me see if I can just drag it into here. Nope. I will send the link to the forms. Share. Link. So the first one is for middle school. Oh, oops, no, sorry, that's the wrong one. Sohaila, I'm sorry. Share, that was the first one. Copy. So for middle school, the task was for you. The task was for you to explore your high school options in your county. And I believe I have a link in the resources for you're in Montgomery County, right, Sohaila? All right, so I have a link there for Montgomery County. So click on it and see what your options are. And then I'll send the high school one, career alignment worksheet. Copy link. School. So for those who don't have that, go ahead and click on it. Yeah, you may have, to make it easier, I'm not sure what gadgets you're using. Everyone has different way of working with PDF. You may want to write it down, your responses to the questions that's asked on it. All right. So at 4:07, inshallah, we'll come back, reconvene. So one more minute, guys. One more minute, inshallah. All righty, 4:07. So let's see, who is all done and ready? No volunteers? All right, I'm picking on Omar. Let's go, Omar. Turn your cameras back on. Guys, let's see. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So you can share your screen if you've got a chance to like take a picture of it so we can see what you have. We are going to go through your career alignment research that you did. So talk to us about it.
All right, so uh, so my interests are in business, so like being an entrepreneur, investing, real estate, and I want to also travel. I want to also travel the world. My strengths are I have experience in investing, like I'm investing right now, and I have experience in partly creating a successful business. My essential values, providing for my family and also giving back to the community. My eccentric values, good pay, owning like a lot of companies or businesses. And also I want to have high status in the community. Like I want to be well known for doing good things in the community. My lifestyle values. I wanna live in like a mansion or a penthouse in the city. And also I wanna travel a lot. When I think of my purposes like as an adult, in life as an adult, I think of my place in the community and how I'll strive to improve it. So like I may be starting a nonprofit or like and things like that, like food drives, just improving the community in general. And soon my goals for my life include traveling the world. I want at some point I want to go to space, and I want to leave behind generational wealth for my family. Probably a career aligns to my interests and strengths, value, purpose, and goals. CEO, like I wanna own companies and also be a CEO. But later in life, I also want to like give that role to somebody else. So like I won't be working my whole life. I'll retire maybe like 50, 60. CFO, like maybe like, when I'm in my 20s or 30s, maybe being CFO can be like a stepping stone to CEO. Entrepreneur and investor. Entrepreneur, I'm gonna strive to be like that my whole life. And investor, I'm always gonna be investing. So option one, investor / day trader. Demands. Well, in terms of positions, there isn't not really any positions really. It's just like you can day trade whenever you want. You just have to have the resources. So salary, Google says 160,000 yearly, and the top 10% make about 180K a year by day trading. Experience in investing. Well, that's not really a requirement, but that can be extremely helpful if you want to be a day trader. Schools, organizations that offer these degrees. I'm not sure, but I mean, when I searched up on Google, nothing came up. So, yeah, how many years it takes to advance to the lower level? I'm not sure how many years it'll take, but I'm gonna be doing it for a long time. So I'm pretty sure I'll eventually get really good at it. Entrepreneur, same thing. You can be an entrepreneur if you have the resources. Google says entrepreneurs, like the average salary is 56,000 yearly. How to education. You should learn how to run a successful business. If you want to be an entrepreneur, it will be extremely helpful. Same thing with investing. I don't know what schools or organizations offer degrees. I also don't know how many years it takes to get to my desired level. Okay. Now number 3 is a long shot, astronaut. I've wanted to be an astronaut for a long time because I really want to go to space. So it's a really low chance. It's a really low chance of getting accepted to being an astronaut. Like 10 out of 12,000 people to 0.83% acceptance rate. Pretty low. But their salary is $26,000 to $570,000 a year. Education, you actually have to have a really, really good education. A master's degree in biology, I think, and physical science, computer science, and engineering and math. A master's degree in all of those. And also schools and organizations that offer these degrees would be like, I saw military schools, naval academies, Air Force schools as well. And Google says it takes 10 years to finish your education.
Okay, thanks for sharing, Omar. Okay, first of all, what really hit me is how different astronaut is from the other two ones. I get investor, day trader, and entrepreneurship, but astronaut, it seems like it's so different from everywhere else. And another one is a salary range. Did you not did that not hit you? I think I see $26,000 to $570,000. Right? That's huge. Yeah. Oh, wow. All right. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing your career alignment research, Umar. This is quite interesting. Okay. So who would like to go next? You can stop sharing now. Thank you. Who would like to go next? Who's ready?
I can go.
Okay, go ahead, Abdul Salam. You can share your screen or let me know how you want to share it with us.
Can you see it?
Yep, I can see it. Go ahead.
Okay. So my interests are soccer, science, and technology, and coding. I do some coding. I'm not really good at it, but I find it interesting. My strengths are science and math, problem solving, and critical thinking. My intrinsic value is personal achievement. So like I'm able to achieve my goals that I set for myself. And then my extrinsic values are having a high paying job, going to a good college, and having an above average GPA. And then my lifestyle values are having a moderate lifestyle and also having financial stability. So the purpose I want for myself in life is helping those who are sick and making sure they get like correct treatment. So I want to be some sort of doctor, something like that. And then my goals in life is going to good college, getting exceptional education, getting a high paying job, and then having the ability to purchase a nice house. Possible careers that align with my interests is a physician, psychiatrist, neurosurgeon, neuroimaging technician, and neuroradiologist. There are others I found, but I just put these are the ones that spoke out to me the most out of the ones that I found. So the first one I looked at, the first one I looked more in depth is physician. There's around 22,700 physician like open positions in the United States each year, but I couldn't find how many like candidates that are like applying for those positions. The salary range is 160K to 500K. So, but it depends on the years of experience that you have. And then the education you need is bachelor's degree. You need to go to med school and residency. You can get this education through most of the four-year colleges and private universities, and obviously med school. And it to get to the desired level takes at least 9 years of education, and uh, the cost for getting the degrees required is 100 between 160K to 350K, depending on what type of institution you got your education from. So like if you got your degrees from public education, it'll probably be closer to the 160K. But in comparison to the private institutions, it would be closer to the 350K. The second one is a neuroimaging technician. Uh, It has around 225,900 positions each year. The salary is an average of 70K. Um, since this is more of a technological career, you only need an associate's degree because you're only dealing with technology that is used to scan areas of um, the brain and stuff like that. So the schools you can get this from is two-year colleges, so like trades and vocational schools, and it would take around three to get it would take around 3 to 4 years to get the desired level, and then it typically costs around 4K to 15K for education. And then the last one I looked was a neuroradiologist. I couldn't find the number of positions, um, but the salary range is around 300 to 400K a year. And for a neuroradiologist, you need a bachelor's, doctorate. You need to go through residency, and you also have to go through a fellowship. And then you can get this education through most four-year colleges and medical schools. And obviously, you would have to find your place to get the residency and fellowship. So you would have to do your own research for that stuff. And it would typically take around 12 years to get to the desired level. And for the undergrad, depending on if you went through public or private education, it takes around 200K for tuition and room and board and all that stuff. And then for med school, it will be 120K to around 240K.
All right, mashallah. Thanks for sharing. Can you go up a little bit? No. Go back to sharing. I wanted to take a look at something I saw. Go to your first page really quickly.
Right here.
Yes. So no. The where it says possible career alignment to your interest. I really appreciate how you have kind of looked into other aspects of the medical field. I remember when I first met you, it was just I want to be a medical doctor, but realizing that there's more to just medical. To the medical field than just being a physician. There are different angles to it. There are different specialties you can get into. So I appreciate that about it. That's what caught my eye with your presentation. Thanks for that. All right.
You're welcome.
So let's see who is ready to go next. Yusuf, Mohammed,
I can go
Sohaila.
next.
All right, Rashida's ready. Okay, go ahead, Rashida. All right, I can see your screen.
So my interests are, I like to watch shows and movies, cook, play games, ride my bike, look at business and money related things, and learn about stocks. My strengths are communication, creativity, being able to work with anyone, and understanding people. My intrinsic values are having enough money for my family and for myself, and doing zakat. My extrinsic values are traveling a lot and having a lot of money. My lifestyle values is live in the city, having a big house, being able to travel a lot, and having a lot of friends, and being happy where I live, and being happy for which job that I end up having. What I think about my purpose in life as an adult, I think of getting a job, being able to do what makes me happy when I get older, and being able to be a better Muslim. So my goals in life include being able to travel to many places, being able to go to the college and get a job that pays good, and being able to do what makes me happy and being well off. Some of the possible career aligned to my interests: cardiologist, gynecologist,
Gynecologist.
gynecologist.
Good job.
Or like create my own business. I couldn't really think of many though. I couldn't find how many positions were available, so I just said the growth and demand for the job. So this one has 7% growth. I don't think the salary ranges are right, but I just put what I found on Google. 260K to 560K, 4-year college, 4-year med school, and 3 years for residency. NYU University, Johns Hopkins, and it says 11 years for college. And then
With a sad face nonetheless. Okay.
then this one has a 6% growth demand. The salary range is 150K to 330K. the education is the same. And it's basically the same schools as the one before. And then it's also 11 years. And then a physician has a growing demand. I couldn't find the actual number, 160K to 260K. 4-year of college, 4-year of med, and it might have residency, I don't know. And then NYU University, and then I think it's 8 years.
MashaAllah. Thanks for sharing. So quick, for physician, when you say physician, I'm guessing just general, like a general practitioner or just a medical doctor. Yes, you have to do 4 years of undergrad, 4 years of med school, and then residency as well. And if you want to specialize, and that's additional like fellowship you do. So yes, you're right with the 11 or more years. It's long. But what I will say is we don't have enough women in this field. So inshallah, I really hope you pursue it, especially as a gynecologist. You know, you just imagine how many women, Muslim women are always looking for a female gynecologist, and a Muslim female at that. So subhanAllah, I think you'll be in good business, inshallah. All right, thanks for sharing. Who is next? Who'd like to go next? You're being volunteered, Mohammed. So let's go, Mohammed. So Hayla just volunteered you.
I know she was pointing at me, but I'm not done. I'm still working.
No, you go. Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
finished though.
Okay, so how about you, Yusuf? Are you ready? Or even you, Suhaila, are you ready, Suhaila? Suhaila, come on. You have like a very short thing to fill out for yourself because you're doing a middle school one. Or are you completing the high school version?
No, she did. She finished.
Wait, no.
Come on, Suhaila. Okay, Suhaila, let's go. You're next. How are you going to
Go
share
ahead.
this with us? Are you sharing your
I don't
screen?
know. I wrote it down.
Okay, so I'm gonna share this with everyone so they know what you're presenting on. Hold on, let me go on my screen. Where's the one for high school, middle school? It's here. Oops. Okay, this is not working. This went off. Let me share my screen. So this is what Suhaila is going to be presenting to us. All right, the floor is yours, Suhaila. So she's going to present on the school alignment research. So looking at what schools and specialty type schools you have available to you in your county. So go ahead.
Well, I only have one school that I know of in my county. So
Okay.
the school name is Shady Grove. And then the activities I'm interested in is soccer and basketball and STEM. And for the school that offer pathways is probably STEM, I guess. I don't know.
Also still Shady Grove?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And
Do you have any
Yeah.
entrance requirements? You got to take a test or interview?
I don't think so.
No?
No. I think it's just like a program that my school does called Girl Tech, but yeah, it has some stuff to do with STEM and
Okay, I asked that because some schools you actually, in PG County, I know you have to take special tests in order for them to accept you into this specialty programs. And because typically the school system, at least in this county, in PG County, is based on where your home is located. So if you want to go outside of your home area, you have to get special, special permission, so to speak, and that's through the exams and stuff. So that's why it's good to know that ahead of time so you can prepare for it. Thanks for sharing, Suhaila. All right, so
Yeah.
Mohammed and Yusuf, it's down to the two of you. Who's going to go next? Is Yusuf there? I think Yusuf stepped away. All right, Mohammed, go ahead and share what you have. How do you want to do this?
Okay, I'll share what I have because I didn't have enough time to go research and whatnot. I only got like the first page-ish done.
Okay, no problem. Let's talk about it.
Okay. I didn't even finished.
Yep, I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Favorite section, copy over information in each. Okay, interest. All right, my interests: soccer, or drones, soccer, 3D printing, Islam, cooking. My strengths: fast runner. I know how to fly a drone. I know how to play soccer, and good critical thinker. Intrinsic values, I don't know. Extrinsic values, good college, make good money. Lifestyle, I was still kind of working on this because I didn't know what I really wanted. So I just put like Islam. So that's gonna be like a big part of my life. So and live in a nice neighborhood. I don't really have anything after that.
Okay. Well, let's talk about it. So what are possible careers that align with your interests, your strengths, your values, and goals?
I don't really know. I wanted to go something. I wanted to go into engineering.
Something that has to, well, that's something to note, something that has to do with engineering. Perfect. All right. So when you get a chance to, you can go ahead and stop sharing. When you get a chance to try to complete the other part of this, what I really want you guys to take away from this is the task is really more for you and not just necessarily that, I'm assigning homework or whatever, but I want you all to start really thinking about what your interests are. And with the interest piece, it meant, you guys mentioned coding, playing soccer, playing games. Those are things that you want to keep in mind, especially if you end up going to college, inshallah. Those will be the things that you probably would like to engage in when you're stressed out with school. Things that you can just do for fun and get you happy, so to speak. So it's important that you note those and keep it in mind. I had a conversation with Rashida the other time when we were hiking. She loves hiking. That could be your thing. Like, feeling stressed out, you feel like there's so much stuff that you have to do, which you will feel at some point in life. Those are things you want to engage in to help you get through those times. Your strengths is good to note that, because that would also really fit into your future career goals. And continue doing research, continue searching up information about whatever it is that interests you. Okay. So thank you all so much for sharing. Would anyone like to comment on their peers' presentation, or any thoughts, anything you'd like to share with us? No? Okay. All right, so I am going to leave you all with this because it's 4:35. I'll try to be respectful of your time and not go way too over. So we do have a college tour. This again. We do have a college tour coming up, inshallah, on Monday, January 17th, 2022. I can't believe 2022 is here already. We will be, you do have to sign up for it. We'll be going to Stevenson University. And once again, this is really a continuation from what we started in the summer when we visited Towson University and George Washington University. So this time around, we're going to be going to Stevenson University. Please, 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 you need to register for it on the website. We do have a link. But in preparation for that, I want you all to find out some information about Stevenson University. When I did a quick search, some of the things I found, it's not very well known, but it's a university right here in Maryland, in Pikesville, close to Baltimore. Some of their popular programs are biomedical engineering, business administration, business communication, and chemistry. Those were the top 4. So I want you all, your take-home task, is to come up with 3 facts about Stevenson University, and also 3 questions that you would like to ask the admissions counselor. We're actually going to have a tour of the campus with an admissions counselor. We want this field trip to be beneficial to everyone, to you all. So you definitely want to come with some questions to ask, especially after you do some research on this university. You find that they offer programs that goes along the lines of what you're interested in. You really want to make use of that time, make use of your tour time to ask questions. So be sure to register. I'm going to share the link. Let me see the link to this to sign up. I'm going to share that. Please save it. Please go to it. Have your parents fill it out for you. Or you can complete it with your parents' permission. I'm gonna do that now. You guys see that? Yeah. All right. Okay. So with that said, our next meeting is on Sunday, January 9th, 2022, inshallah, at same time, 3:30 p.m. Okay. So the take-home task once again, is this. 3 facts about Stevenson University and 3 questions to ask the admissions counselor. All right. Thank you all for your attention. That brings us about to the end of this session. Any questions, comments? No? All right.
But yeah, I actually do have a question.
Oh, you do have a question? Go ahead.
Yeah. Is that a pyramid in the background? Because I'm wondering, it looks like the Illuminati thing, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm
In the
talking
background
about.
of what?
Yeah, in your screen background. There's like a pyramid.
My screen? Oh, let me show you what it is. No, it's not Illuminati.
No, like in your what your camera behind you.
Oh, it is a pyramid.
Yeah.
It is not Illuminati, please.
Oh,
it's a pyramid. We got it from Egypt, actually. It's a weight
cool.
thing.
Oh,
it's very heavy. It's supposed to be like paperweight. You think I have Illuminati stuff with me?
No, it looked like it was like Illuminati, and then the sun was in the background.
Oh, I see because of this background.
Yeah. I was like,
nope,
is that Illuminati?
That's my high school diploma.
Oh, okay, that's good.
You're funny. That is so funny. I can't believe you said that.
Is Monday the 17th a school day or a holiday?
No, it's a holiday. Thanks for that. Sorry, that's why we set it up for that day. It's MLK, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And I thought, yeah, well, this is a sort of service for you guys, inshallah. So that's why we set up for that day. So it's a public holiday and everyone should have the day off, inshallah. Okay, so the sooner you guys register, the better we can plan for this. We need to make decisions as to whether or not we're going to carpool or get a bus. If we have enough individuals coming, enough students, and maybe even parents coming. So your parents are invited to join us, and if you have siblings that can benefit from the tour, so don't, who are maybe in middle school and stuff like that, or friends, let us know. They can register for it as well. All right. So thank you all so much. We'll see you all inshallah in about 2 weeks. Assalamu alaikum.
Good.